not everyone requires like going like all in right away, especially because everyone's body will tolerate a reduction of DHT slightly different. Everyone has different sensitivity to DHT from their androgen receptor. So for some of them, like look at the people who don't have any hair loss. Do you think they don't have DHT? No, they still have plenty of DHT in their body. So DHT on its own is not the problem. The problem is the sensitivity of your hair follicles, of your androgen receptors in your scalp to DHT. So if, for someone, you can just, with a 0.25 milligram of finasteride dose per day, which still, it's been shown to be effective for hair loss, not to the same degree, but for some people can work brilliantly well, and they're going to stop further progression, and it's going to be perfectly fine. Some people need the full 1 milligram dose because it blocks more DHT. Some of them will need to go on a dutasteride to block even more DHT. So it's all about finding what works for you. I think that's the best. In my opinion, you should start from something that is, a gold standard, if it makes sense. Finasteride, 1 milligram a day. If you're worried about side effects, drop the dose to like 0.5 milligram, let's say once a day, or even lower if you want. Speak to the doctor, obviously, because I'm not one of them. But, eventually build up the dose to 1 milligram finasteride and then take it from there. Because if it's working, why bother? That's why I'm not switching, because it seems like it's working for me. I'd rather have the dutasteride in my back pocket again, in case I need it, because in my perspective, in my case, I'm Norwood 5A, so I have already really aggressive androgenic alopecia, and my father is Norwood 7, so not the great genetics to begin with. And definitely, I would like to keep something stronger in case I see my crown starts going, my lateral hump starts dropping down. It's good to have this this option essentially.
Yeah, and there's something really important you said there that a lot of guys miss. When you have hair loss, it doesn't mean you have more DHT. It means you are more sensitive to DHT. And a lot of guys don't understand that. They're like, well, you must have so much DHT. Well, no, it's just sensitivity. People don't understand that your follicles, the areas that can bind to DHT, are just more sensitive to it. And that's why we lose that hair. That's why guys like Kurt Russell, Brad Pitt, they must have really low sensitivity to DHT, which is why they look great and keep their hair.